Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with a new series of Terra Nil. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. Terra Nil is a brand new game, came out a couple of days ago on March 28th. I played a little bit just to kind of get the feel of the game, but we're going to go ahead and do a new restoration. So this game is a kind of a puzzly, they call it a reverse city builder. And we are going to reclaim the desolate wastelands for nature. So we go to a planet that kind of looks like this, and we make it green. So it's kind of a puzzle game. You have only so many resources, and you get a handful of tools to make the planet green again. The Beginner's Guide to Ecosystem Restoration. So this is kind of the tutorial handbooky thing. This is going to give you information on the game as you go along here. We're just going to skip it for now. I kind of know what I'm doing. We're going to go for the ecologist approach. I want to do a little bit more of a strategy type game. And let's go ahead and start that up. You can see all the details down here. There are going to be tutorials, so we will acknowledge them as we go along, but I do know most of this stuff. So controls, we got our WASD. We can move around with middle mouse button. We're going to go ahead and skip through all this. All right, to start it up, we are going to be needing some electricity. So as you can see here, we have a desolate wasteland. Not a whole lot going on here. So we're going to go ahead and grab our turbine. We're going to start right in the middle right there. And then we got to clean the soil up a little bit. So we have these guys called toxin scrubbers. They are going to go ahead and get rid of the nastiness that we have in the soil here. So we're going to go ahead and place it at the locations that were designated for us. Next, we have the irrigator. We're going to go ahead and get a couple of these guys laid out as well. So what we want to do with these, you can see there, they have that little, I don't know, little feet thing. You can change where they are going to fix up the land by, I'm just moving my mouse wheel right now. You can see that the number on top of it, that's how many tiles are going to get cleaned up. The more, the better. So we can go ahead and do that. Let's find the best one we got. Looks like 165 for right now. So we're going to go ahead and drop that. Oh, there's a couple points that we needed to actually put down. I missed that. So let's go ahead and we'll put one there. We'll get one right there as well. And, oh, it looks like the other one disappeared, but we'll put one down anyways because we need to. I really like the animation there, the water coming over the nasty dirt. Looks really cool. Our greenery goal. So yeah, so right here on the top left, we want to get this guy to 100. This 1081 is kind of our currency. Each piece costs greenery, so we don't want to run out of that. So we're gonna go ahead and plop a couple more of these windmilly guys down. So that's kind of where the puzzle aspect of the game comes in. Since you only have so many resources, you don't want to go too wild, but we do want to, you know, make the planet green again. So we're going to keep placing these green guys down, the toxin scrubbers, and then we are going to go ahead and do some more irrigators. So we're going to do this working for that 100% greenery. That's what we're working on right now. Let's go ahead and grab our irrigator, rotate it like this. I like to do this way because I feel like it captures the most things to clean up. Let's go for that 87 right there and see what happens. Ooh, it looks like we expanded the map a little bit. So let's see what we get into here. Oh, Terra Nil. So that's a neat little intro bit right there that gives you a touch into the game. Now we have a whole bunch more we get to work with. So, oh, and it looks like a couple more buildings to reveal here. We need a little bit more greenery tiles to unlock the next step here. So we're going to continue to work on that with our irrigators. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're getting there. So we got to put a couple more turbines down here. So let's go ahead and plop one there. Let's go over here. I'm trying to watch our currency up here. I don't want to go too crazy. I'll go like that. And then let's get to scrubbing. So we're going to try and get these guys as far out as possible to try and take as much advantage of them as possible. Go ahead with that toxin scrubber. Let's go ahead and plop you down right there. Oh yeah, and each turbine can only hold up to 6 buildings, devices, whatever these things are. So keep that in mind as well if you're going ahead and playing along with me. Let's go ahead and plop that guy there. Get that toxin scrubbed out of here. And it looks like we need one more about right there. So we do have some overlap, which of course is wasteful, but we hopefully have enough to make this complete anyways. 172 right there. That's great. Oh, we got our, what is this guy? A water pump. Great, pumps water to fill dry riverbeds. That'll be a great thing to add in. Let's go ahead and get another one of these irrigators down. Looks like 114 is our best bet right there. We'll go ahead and we'll plop that guy in there. And let's go ahead and check out our water pump. So the riverbeds are right here. That's what this little area is. And we can plop our water pump on there. So let's go ahead and do that. I think one will be enough to fill the whole deal. Let's see. Oh, and I guess not, but pretty close. But as you can see, as we did the water in there, we got the greenery tiles on the bank of the river. Let's go ahead and we'll plop another water pump down. Looking great. We still have plenty of currency, so we're doing great with that as well. We got the calcifier. This is going to crystallize nearby greenery, creating rock, which could be pretty good. I'm going to just skip that for now. We have enough rock along the bank here for now anyways. Let's go ahead. We'll get a windmill up here, and I want to do some water pump action right there. Great. And then as well, we got to do a little bit of scrub-a-dubbing over here. We'll do that. And then we'll put another scrubber over here. Ooh, we can go right on the edge there. Let's go ahead and do that. One there. And then we got to do another irrigator in here. Looks like right here, 148 is our best one. Let's go ahead and plop that down. All right. It looks like we're going to need a couple more of these guys. Can we do a little bit more scrubbing here? A little bit. Let's go over here. We'll do another turbine. Get a little bit more scrubbing action happening here. I'll go ahead and plop another one. Ooh, yeah, right there. That'll work. 147 looks good about right there. And what else do we get here? The excavator creates a new riverbed, but poisons the land around it. Can be rotated. Okay, so I know that we are going to be needing a couple of these guys. So the point of this is we're gonna green it up, and then we are gonna leave without a trace. So what we gotta do is we have to have riverbed connections to all of these buildings. We're gonna get another building at some point here. Spoiler alert. That's gonna be able to pick up our buildings around it, and so we will have to be able to traverse on the water and be able to hit those points to pick up the buildings. And we're gonna probably need an excavator to do that. But we gotta keep greening up for now. We got a whole big area over in here that we can work on. Let's go ahead and start that. A couple more toxic scrubbers in there. And can we rotate for a huge chunk? Let's see here what we got. Ooh, 181. Let's plop that down. That looks pretty good. We're at 91. We're getting there. We'll go for 122 right there. Let's see if we get there. Oh, 98. Really, really close. Can we toxic scrub something else? Nope. Let's go ahead, and this should do it for us. Great. All right, we got the first step. Once the backbone of the ecosystem is thriving, your next step is to increase the diversity of growing plants. Introduce fynbos, wetland, and forest. You also need to begin to pay attention to the local climate. All right. Okay, so we need wetland, fynbos, and forest, and that is going to be achieved with the hydroponium. This is going to create wetland. We have beehives. That's going to create the fynbos. And then we have, we need 150 more fynbos tiles to unlock this next bit. So let's go ahead and we'll grab this guy and make some wetlands here. But in order to do that, we are going to need to place this on our irrigator. So what we're going to have to do is place a couple more irrigators, which isn't that big of a deal. We can go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and pop you right there. And then I'm going to come back and grab this to make this little area a wetland. And let's go ahead and expand it just a little bit more. We need to fill this bar up. So we're going to have to put a couple more of these irrigators down. Oh, I want to put water in here. Let's go ahead and do that. We got to keep expanding a little bit more, which is all right. We want to do that anyways. Go ahead and green this area up a little bit, trying to take advantage of the irrigator as much as possible, of course. All right, we got a nice 73 right there. We'll go ahead and pop that down. Let's see if we can grab this on there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, a little bit more wetlandy action. Let's see. We need a couple more spots here. Can we toxic scrub this ground? Oh, yeah. We're going to absolutely do that. Let's get our irrigator here. 82, not so bad. And make that into wetland. Okay. We're getting there. We're at 69%. We got to keep working on it. So let's move on over in here a little bit more. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit more wetland action. We don't need a whole lot more. 85, a couple more of these irrigators down, and we will have it. All right, that should do it for wetland, 110%. Now, let's go ahead and work on some beehives. So this we need trees for. So we're going to go ahead. You know what we should do? Should probably clean this area up a little bit more before we go ahead and throw this down. But over here, let's plop a couple of beehive action. All right, get those guys going. Boom, looking great. Okay, so that was easy. We got that pretty quickly. Now we got the solar amplifier. Focuses sunlight, allowing for the starting of a controlled burn. Okay, so we have to burn the Finbos area, this little bit. So what we could do, what I'm thinking is if we do this and then go, okay, let's clean up this area a little bit more before we go any further. I think that would be the right move to do. All right, we got a nice 64 right there. We'll plop that down. It looks like I messed that up a little bit, so I should have done that first and then put the beehive down. But let's go ahead and we'll get our solar amplifier going here. And now we hit this, and it's going to target this this Finbos area right here, and we'll see what it does. Burns it up real kind of intense like. It goes a little excessive. We can't, it says controlled burn, but it's not really that controlled. So as you can see, it's scorched a bunch of our buildings, which is all right. We're going to go ahead and grab the Arboretum now. So we can use this ashy area to continue to build some more foresty spots. Let's go ahead and we'll plop a couple of these guys down and get some forest happening. Looking pretty good there. And we need a little bit more. So we have to do a little bit more burning, it looks like. So let's come over in here. So we messed up before, so let's not mess up again. Let's do a couple more. I guess I can't quite reach as far as I was hoping. So let's go ahead and do that. And then let's get a little bit more greenery action happening in here. Looking good. And now let's grab our beehive and expand the Finbos as much as possible. We'll go ahead and grab our solar thing again. And then we're going to activate our controlled burn. And we'll build some more forests. And that should be enough forests to complete our requirement here. And you can see what we can get into next. Yep, burns it all up. Lots of crazy good. Over in here, we could have done the same thing. It would have taken over this whole area, which I didn't quite want to do. I wanted to leave that as our Finbos area. Let's go back over in here. Plop a couple more of these arboretum-y things down. Oh, all right. Step 2 is complete. With plant life and climate reestablished, the final step is to construct an airship by recycling our buildings. As you remove your presence, introduce fauna to the new custodians of the ecosystem. Okay, so we got to the third tab here. Let's see what we got. An airship. Cool. It looks like we have to be on the water for this, buddy. We'll go ahead and plop that guy down. All right, so here's what I was talking about, the recycling silo. So this is going to be placed by our buildings, and it's going to suck them up, and we're going to go pick them up after that. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll plop a couple of these guys down. We got lots of buildings right here. We're going to go ahead and pick those up. That did it for us. One thing and done. Okay, so we need our recycling drone. Let's go ahead and we'll plop you right there. Next, we got our loading dock and a pound lock. So this is going to allow our little buddy there to go up and down the levels. And then the loading dock is going to extract the recycled building material from these guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I'll show you that here. So first we need the pound lock so this guy can get up there. So we'll get that built up. And then we'll go ahead and grab you. And then you can see there it is able to reach those buildings. So we're going to go ahead and plop that there. Our little buddy is going to traverse through the water. Come over in here, go up the lock, and then pick up this piece and everything around it, and then come back. And then you will see here, this number will increase. So we're trying to pick up after ourselves, basically. Let's go ahead and pop another one of these guys right here. And then we need our recycler. That'll work. Let's see if we can get one more around here. Get as many things as we can. Oh, perfect. I think we can get away with that. Let's see. Oh, not quite. Very, very, very close, unfortunately. So I'll show you what we have to do to pick that up. Not too big of a deal, but it's definitely kind of a thing. So for now, we'll just leave that. And then what we have to do, we have to go back a little bit. So we got to grab our turbine, and then we need the excavator. Let's go ahead and we'll rotate this guy around. And what I want to do is connect the water to this guy. So I think we'll go about right there. It's going to send a laser beam out and then dig out a trench here. It does go pretty far, so keep that in mind. And then we want to grab our water pump again. Gonna fill this back up. And then what we have to do is grab another recycling silo, pick up all those goodies, and then finally we can build this guy to pick up the recycling bins. Looks like I forgot one up over in here. We'll go ahead and plop that guy right there. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. But look at this. We got to get over in here and get these guys picked up as well. Okay, so we can do that. Let's go ahead and grab the research center. So we do need power for this, buddy. So we're going to go ahead and we'll just plop that guy right there. We got to put some cloud seeders in. These guys are going to help create the atmosphere of the planet here. So we're going to go ahead and plop a couple of these guys down. We do need them to be on the rock next to the windmills. Go ahead and do a couple of these guys around town here. There we go. And then we are going to summon the rains. So we got the rains on the way now, looking great. So now as it begins to rain, you can see we get a couple of our green spots filling in just automatically now. Very nice little piece. The spots that we had cleaned from the toxicity will just automatically turn to more greenery, just like it did with our irrigators. So kind of a nice little deal. Now, so we got to keep continuing picking up after ourselves here. And we need about 50%. Oh, we need to reach 50% recycling. So we need a little bit more. We're at 21. We're going to go ahead and grab our laser beam here, our excavator. Rotate this guy around. We'll go about right there. We might need another one here. We'll see. Get that laser cut in. And it's filling in just automatically. Very nice. All right, and then let's go ahead and grab our recycling silos. We pick up after ourselves here, but we can really capture quite a few about right there. So we'll do that. What's the range on this guy? So not too bad. We should be able to do quite a bit of cleanup work here. Wow, with what we have already. We'll go ahead right there, and then we'll do one more right there. And then we'll pick those three up, and then we'll be able to pick that one up, no problem. We have a couple buildings over in here that we can pick up. Let's do that, do the same thing. That should work right there. And now we have the Animal Observatory. Allows the use of a sonar ping to encourage animal species to move into a habitat that is appropriate for them. So we can put this guy anywhere, and we'll plop this guy down, sure, right there. All right, now we get to put some animals in. So the requirement is 3, but we can do as many as we want. So we have a couple critters here. You have to kind of guess to see what they are. So we get to unlock these. I kind of like to try and guess what they are. This kind of looks like a deer. So the grazer lives in herds on wide open grasslands. So we're going to click that, and then we're going to hit this doohickey, and then we're going to find a spot. See if we're right on our guess. Yes, so we got deer. So now you can see, got a couple little deer buddies there. Next, kind of looks like a frog to me. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. Frogs are wetlandy guys, right? So let's see if we can find one over in here. If you get it part right, it shows you that, but we only got it part right. So we got to keep trying to find some frogs. So you have to just kind of keep guessing and seeing what you need. This duck looking guy, I'm going to just guess that right there. See if we can get lucky there. Almost. It needs to be in a lake. Okay, so let's see if we can, I don't really know if we have anything that qualifies as a lake around here. Not that one. There we go. We got geese. All right, cool. A couple of those guys there. We got this looking guy. The predatory prowls in a forest near to a source of prey. So we have forest, and we know that the deer like the open space. So let's plop one of these guys in. There we got our deer, and then let's grab this guy, and it should work for us. There we go. We got the timber wolf, forest, and deer. So cool. So that's 3 animals. So we're good to go. We could call it right there. So let's continue to pick up after ourselves here. We're going to continue to use the excavators to dig ourselves pathways so that we can pick up our buildings. We might have to keep doing building the little windmills there and keep digging with that to connect some things, but that's all right. We can manage that. We'll go ahead and we'll shoot this guy across here. Let's see if there's anywhere else that we need to do that for. that we have to get everything picked up. So we have to dig for everything. Let's see if this works here. I'm not sure if that thing can traverse through the wetlands here. I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and we'll get a water pump down. And then let's go ahead and find our recycling thing. Can we capture everything? Wouldn't that be just super duper? Oh, looks pretty darn good right there. Okay, we'll do that. And then this guy should... Oh, it looks like we can't go through the wetlands. So unfortunately, we do have to excavate through the wetlands. This might be a little tricky to do. We don't really have a great spot to send the laser beam. Oh, that'll work great right there. Look at that. All right, send that one out. And then we have this area to continue to work on. Let's go. Oh, it's raining, so it's filling up the river for us. Hey, that's quite handy. All right, and then we'll do our thing, picking up the pieces here. One right there, and then it looks like I missed that guy, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and do that there, and do that there. And then, oh, one more. We got to get rid of our windmill, of course. And then finally, we'll do that guy like so. Okay, and then we have the telescopy thing. Let's pop you right there. Loading dock. Good, good, good. Okay, that's all getting picked up. It looks like we have everything picked up over in here. And next, we want to grab you. Can I make this work? Oh, yeah. Excellent. Okay, we'll put one more down right there. Pick that up. And then, oh, we can't quite reach this because we need to fill that in with water. Come on, Rains. We're gonna go ahead and go for another water pump here and fill this in. Then, of course, we're gonna have to pick it up. Go ahead and do that like so. And then we should be able to grab everybody here. Looking good, 90%. Now we have one more thing to do, and that's just this lock thing over in here. We're gonna go ahead and find our... how are we gonna get to this guy? So we need to have our recycling bin. Can we reach? Oh boy, this one's gonna be a little bit tricky to get to, I think. And I think that's our last bit. Yeah, how are we gonna get up here? So I think we're gonna have to laser beam into our wetland a little bit. Okay, I think I see it. So if we go here, go laser beam, this should work out just fine. Okay, we'll do that. I think this will fill in automatically. Yes, it did. Excellent. Okay, and then we want our recycling bin. Pick that up, and then our loading dock. And there we go. That should do it for us. So, of course, our little guy is gonna go over there, pick it up, and then we'll see what comes next. We got 74% humidity in our area here. Not too bad. And let's see if that works. There we go, 100%. So we'll see what happens here when it traverses back for us. So you do kind of leave these nasty looking canal things in the landscape, but we kind of have to do it to get to our pieces. All right, and then we have a red button here. Let's see what this does. All right, and then it looks like we are moving on. Don't forget our little guy here, picking it up. And we are moving out. So there we go. We completed our first little area, greened up the nasty wasteland. Got a couple new animals in there. They're looking great. The wasteland has been reclaimed. And there goes our little airship. See you later, buddy. There we go. We got the first bit done. So what's next? A whole planet is next. All right. So we got 54%, and then the total restoration process of 13%. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next area, and that's going to be tropical. We're going to go ahead and check this one out on the next episode. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me and checking out Terra Nil. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night.